Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Tuesday, February 15, 2022. Time is 4:37 p.m. Yes, Jersey time. Okay, so we got another one of those cops out there, you know, the heroes, the well-trained professionals out there, always risking our lives as they protect and serve the government. Okay, so this is reported on ArgusLeader.com. I don't know that page, not familiar with it, but anyway, let me read you the story here. We got another cop that can't leave the children alone. Sioux Falls Police Chief John Thumb addresses arrest of officer accused of soliciting child porn. And there's the picture right there. Now, I guess that's the chief. Maybe that's the officer that got busted. All right, I have not read this story, so I'm curious to see how they're going to spin this one here. Sioux Falls Police Chief John Thumb is speaking out after the recent arrest of an officer now facing federal charges involving solicitation of child porn. Luke John Shaw, 28, was booked into jail in the early hours of Wednesday, charged with attempted production of child pornography and transfer of obscene materials to minors, according to court documents. When did this story come out? This came out on February 9th. Schaller was employed by the Sioux Falls Police Department as an officer, but did not work another shift after the allegations came forward, Thumb said as he addressed the issue Thursday during a daily police briefing with the media. I wonder how many awards that officer has. Sioux Falls Police assisted the FBI in arresting Schaller, to whom much trust and responsibility is given. Listen, I don't give you any trust, police, and I don't trust and responsibility. Forget it. You got no trust in me. I don't trust any cops. Any cops are still employed and actively behaving as an officer. I don't trust you. Sorry, I've got one or two that are my friends, but I know them better. I've known them for a while, and I know how they are, and I know how they talk to me and what they tell me. The police chief also addressed concerns the public might have regarding the background process when recruiting officers. There is no background. They know somebody. They get the job. And now they're so desperate because America's youth doesn't want to become a police officer. So now they're really desperate. Thumb said there's a psychological evaluation. What do? You show them a picture of a young boy and see if they get aroused? There was an episode of Beavis and Butthead. They hooked some machine up to them, and when they watched pictures, it was like the boner meter. Just get that meter and hook it up to the police, potential police officers, and put a picture of a young child in his underwear or something, and see if he gets aroused over it. During that polygraph examination, Thumb said there's psychological evaluation and polygraph examination done with potential recruits. During that polygraph examination, allegations of this nature are specifically addressed and screened. What did they ask him? They asked him, have you ever gotten your nut off to looking at children? Even after the screening process is done, the human element remains. They're not human. They're subhumans. Thumb said the police chief also addressed the loss of public trust in the department, which suffered given the arrest of Shaw. Listen, there is no public trust except for the bootlickers who are in a state of denial, but for people like you and me who know what the truth is because we see the stories every day. People, I've got about 25, 30 headlines I got to put on a video of police being arrested and doing stupid stuff. And that's just for what, a 2-period time since I put the last video out? I know what they're up to. We will not let the allegations against an individual overshadow the outstanding. They always got to put this propaganda crap in there. Always. Always. You know what? I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear the outrage from the police community saying, this is disgusting, this is not us, we don't tolerate that. No, they can't do it. They always got to say what a great job they're doing. Well, they're not doing a great job, people, and you all know that. We will not let the allegations against an individual overshadow the outstanding people we employ and the great work that they do, Thumb said. Where do Showers' charges stem from? Between January 18th and February 4th, Showers sent multiple messages via Kick Messenger to an undercover FBI agent who was posing as a 12-year-old girl, according to federal court documents. The message contained graphic images of Showers' penis, and a graphic description of how he would have sex. Oh, I can just imagine. He probably wants to tie her up, gag her, and perform sodomy on her. At one point, the agent asked Shaw if she could see your gun, and he responded with, "If I can see you naked." Ooga. In the photographs Shaw took, distinct pattern sheets, a comforter, and blanket can be seen in the bedroom according to the documents. A search warrant was executed Tuesday at Shaw's home in Sioux Falls, where law enforcement officers were able to match the portions of the bedroom to Kick Messenger photographs according to the court document. Schaller admitted during questioning Tuesday with the two FBI special agents the Kick Messenger handle was his, and he was aware he was wow, he's not. This guy's not smart at all. First of all, you're doing this shit over your phone, over the computer, where there's a record of what you're doing. Then you take a picture of your private parts with a background that shows where you're at, so there's evidence, and then you get. Excuse me, the FBI wants to ask you questions, and you're going to answer them? You don't got enough sense in your head that, hey, maybe I should go call my lawyer before I answer any questions. And he was aware he was communicating with a person he believed to be a 12-year-old girl, according to the court document. He could at least just said, you know what? I don't think it was a 12-year-old girl. I think it was a cop, and I was just playing the game. No, he's stupid. Should have answered any questions. First of all, he should have never done, okay? How many times have I said in these stories here, you can't trust or believe anything you read or see on the internet. I mean, in this context, okay? Somebody measures as I'm a 12-year-old girl, good. Turn your camera on, let me see. But you know what? Here's the deal. Charlotte faces up to 15 years in prison. Well, we know that won't happen. And a $250,000 fine if he is found guilty of the charge according to the court documents. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know what it was. Here's what happens. For some of you people out there, you ladies out there, maybe some of you men don't know. When a man gets so sexually aroused, all sensibility goes out the door. The little brain kicks in and takes over. Now, vast majority of men know how to keep things under control and can tell themselves, hey, this is not a good idea, don't do this, don't do that, keep it over 18, keep it legal. Most men, I would say a large portion of men know better, but there's another portion out there who cannot control their private parts. They cannot control their urges. And what happens is that they want to believe it so bad that the lie becomes the truth to them. Probably in the back of the brain, he's probably saying, this is bullshit. This isn't real. But the other side of his brain says, take that chance, do it. So, but you have to ask yourself, first of all, what 12-year-old girl would be online even doing that? That's the first question. What 12-year-old would be doing that? We've been, this internet crap has been around long enough now that we all have educated our kids and told them, look, you don't do this, you don't do that. Okay, when my daughter was young at that time, we had American Online. She wanted to get on that, and American Online had a thing for kids. So it was okay, I could allow her to go on that, and I felt somewhat safe. But I did tell her, if anybody messages you and you start saying things to you that are not appropriate, let me know, don't talk to them, because it's probably some creep. But I never had a problem in that stage. That was back, that's 25 years ago, okay? But nowadays, the awareness is so out there that you would have to be a complete idiot, which this officer here obviously is a complete idiot, to get on there and solicitate and to believe that a 12-year-old, I don't care what age, 12 through 17 up to 18, that you would believe something like that. What would a 12-year-old want with a fatso, fathead, if that's him. Why would a cop, somebody of that age, they don't want nothing to do with that. A teenager wants nothing to do with that. But they, you know what? These predators, particularly these cops, they, I think the cops just think they can get away with it because they think they've got a little inside information to maybe they think they can circumvent any detection. But obviously it didn't work out for him. So
check the mic and make sure it sounds right, boy. Put that link in the
description. Go read the story yourself, and maybe go over to Sioux Falls Police Department's Facebook page and repost the story and. Express your dismay for this and say, special deals for him. Lock that son of a bitch up. That's what I'm doing over here in New Jersey. We got Richard Conte, the pervert from Powell Township Police Department. Unfortunately, his case looks like it's starting to unravel, but, I've been hammering away at it. Don't let them off the hook with this crap, okay? Sexual predation is their number one activity, whether it's raping women, abusing kids, or downloading porn. Those are the three big go-to things, but don't expect the heroes to tell you about it because they're too busy gaslighting and telling you what you should be thinking because they're not going to fix themselves. They want to fix you.
It sound right, boys.
John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Till next time, people.